what is your recollection of that night in Kansas City?
It was a bittersweet moment. It was a time that I had the opportunity to go out there and play and show what I could do, and I was able to do that. But, we weren't able to come out with what we ultimately wanted, was a win. But, again, just a bittersweet moment for me to be able to have an opportunity and take advantage the way I did.
Well, did you wake up, I mean, I guess for lack of a better phrase, a Mayfield term, feeling dangerous? Like, did you enter that game with a different sensibility of yourself, Gabriel?
I just woke up and knew what the plan was, and knew I'd be in the game for most of the game, and knew I had to make some plays and make stuff happen. And you live for moments like that to be able to for people to count on you when times are tough. And I was able to get in the zone and be able to perform the way I did.
And so for that game that night, what was the flight home like, Gabriel, that night?
It was just shocking. I feel like we played well on both sides of the ball, and to just not come out with the win, it was a confusing night for sure. Quiet flight back home, and just thinking of everything that happened, but then just me in shock of doing what I did, 8 receptions, 200 yards, like you said, and 4 touchdowns. I mean, I'm next to guys who I looked up to, Larry Fitzgerald and Jerry Rice when it comes to postseason stats, and that's what I work for, and I'm happy to be a part of some names that are the best to ever play.
This is the receiver in my life, Gabriel Davis. Michael Irvin talks about distance traveled all the time and how that builds character, builds teams, and the famous photograph of your teammate Stephon Diggs watching the Chiefs celebrate the AFC Championship victory 2 years ago in that building, watching them hoist the Lamar Hunt Trophy, and now last year. I'm wondering how those losses in Kansas City help build your team with so much expectation surrounding it this year for you.
Yeah, a lot of the guys have been sacrificing a lot to put the time and the work in to be where we want to be. I feel like our team is at its peak, and I'm ready to see what we do this season. It's going to be a lot of fun. A guy like Steph, like you said with that picture, I mean, I know Steph is working real hard in this offseason, and he's a great guy to play on the other side of, and I got all the confidence in the world when he's over there.
Yeah, I mean, how when you line up and see maybe a safety shading in his direction, that's got to light up your eyes too, right, Gabriel? I'd imagine.
Yeah, of course. I mean, having 14 on the other side with his experience and the way he plays the game, again, it brings me a lot of confidence and a lot of ability to do what I want as well on the field and have a little bit more opportunity. But we'll see this year where those safeties will be shaded.
I think you caught some people's attention, Gabriel. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
I think you did.
Of course. Of course. And I say it in the most humbling way
of course.
as I could. So again, just happy to now have an opportunity to play a little bit more and be across a guy I couldn't, I wouldn't be more happier than playing with on the field.
All right, before I let you go then, last one for you, the expectation level for your team's through the roof. I mean, there's a reason why you're opening up the season against the world champion Rams. There's a reason why you have all of these nationally televised appearances. There's a reason why there's so many people circling the wagons, to use the phrase of my friend Chris Berman. How are you handling all the level of expectation, Gabriel Davis, for the Bills?
We're just taking it day by day. We, obviously, we can't say that we don't see it as well. I mean, the expectation is everywhere. But again, we just try to keep everything in-house and keep that same mindset we've had for the past 2 years, and just keep coming into work every single day, trying to prove ourselves. And not to prove to anybody else, but prove to ourselves what we can do and what we're worth and what we've been working for this whole time. We've had a great camp. It's been a lot of fun with these guys. We have a great team, a lot of great players, a lot of great people. And I feel like it's been a long time coming. I'm excited to see what we do this year.
Gabriel Davis, I'm not just saying this because you called into the show and I really enjoyed the chat, but every year I'm in a fantasy league with my colleague across the way, Chris Brockman, who is the general manager of this team. And sometimes I'm not available to be at the draft, and I will give him the name of a player or two that he's got to come out of the draft with this year. And I shouldn't be saying this on live television and radio, but I'll do it anyway. You're that guy. You're that guy this year. You're that guy. I honestly, I'm in 2 leagues, and if I don't walk out with Gabriel Davis on my fantasy team on either one, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. That's a fact. That's a true story.
Well, I appreciate that support, man. It means a lot coming from a guy like you as well.
I appreciate you saying that, but so go forth and multiply your touchdowns, sir. Enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.